Hi, in this video I'm going to talk you through the ordering of our Model 3, our Tesla Model 3. Alright, stay tuned. Hi, John Tisbury here. If this is your first time here and you're interested in Powerwalls, Tesla, solar, EVs, that kind of thing, photography, cinema photography, then hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell icon to be notified of new updates as and when I upload them. This video is about ordering of our Tesla Model 3. I hinted about this at the end of one of our previous videos and said I would do a follow-up video to cover a little bit more information about it. So a bit of a teaser in that one. So this is that video. I'm going to talk to you through why we went to buy it, what I've actually ordered, what the specs are, what the price is, what the process was, and more importantly, when we're getting it. So yeah, let's crack on. So I guess the first question a lot of people have asked is, who follow the channel and what have you, is, well, you've just bought Kona, the 64 kilowatt Kona. Are you getting rid of that, or what's the score? Which is a good question. We currently have two cars. We have a RAV hybrid, self-charging hybrid, which is our car, paid for, and we've also got the Kona. And I wanted basically two electric cars. It didn't seem any point in keeping the RAV, so we're selling the RAV and putting the money from that towards the Tesla. That was it really. I was initially contemplating getting another Kona, and so we had two the same, which sort of make life easier, but you couldn't actually order the Kona. I was lucky when we ordered ours to be able to get in just before they sort of kicked off and ramped up the pricing and throttled back on production. And we got ours in July of this year after ordering it in December the previous year. So even if I wanted a second Kona, I couldn't get one unless it was a second-hand one, and I suspect there are probably not many of those about. So that really kicked that option into touch. And then I started looking at the Tesla Model 3s, and the base pricing was very, very much the same. The base model Tesla 3 was around the same sort of price as the top spec Kona. So that's what I ordered, right? A Model 3 base model. No. Not really. I spent a lot of time doing comparisons and watching YouTube videos and agonizing over which was the best option to get, and I basically decided that the base model wasn't for me. It didn't have the standard bits that I wanted, so the interior, the sound system, for me there was just too much missing. I would always be thinking, I wish I'd have gone and got the next model up. I guess it's the difference between buying an L and a GL and a gear in terms of the old style cars. So as we wanted to buy it as a long-term investment, this wasn't a car that we would be keeping for a year or 2 years. We would actually be buying it, not leasing it. So we wanted to make sure that we got the best long-term investment that we could get, which sort of then pushed us towards either the long range or the performance model. So both of them had the better range over the standard model. So it was just then a toss-up between the two. And then initially I was going to go for the long range. It just sort of made sense. It was sort of middle in terms of the pricing. And from a logic perspective, it was the right thing to do. It was a step up from the base model, which I discounted, and it sort of sat in the middle. And then after 3 or 4 days, again agonizing and looking at stats and performance figures and what have you, the heart ruled the mind, and we've ordered the performance model. So that's what we've plumbed for. and sort of logic and what have you were left in the dust. So what have we gone for? So we've gone for the grey colour. I'll also bring it up on screen so you can have a look. We've gone with the interior of black. Again, that was a long agonising decision whether to stick with white, or which a lot of people have gone with, and it looks absolutely stunning. But basically didn't want to spend the time cleaning it. I know from experience that leather, white leather, I've got white leather in the Chevy, and it's just, you know, a nightmare to clean. And I realised that the Tesla isn't leather, it's vegan leather, so it's a man-made material, but even so it still needs to be cleaned. So I decided to go with the black interior. We've gone with the obviously as I said, the silvery grey colour, which, because we've got the performance package, we've got the performance upgrade, so the dual motor, 20-inch performance wheels, autopilot, and then the next agonising decision was over the self-driving capability, whether to go with that or not. Sort of £5,000 in addition. And again, a lot of toing and froing. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? It's still embryonic as a concept. It's better than it has been from when it was first introduced, and it's continually growing on each update of software. And you know, whether you buy it now and have the hardware installed with the car, or you then buy it later and then have the hardware installed at the dealer, is the real option. And I guess the thing that swung it for me to buy it at the point of sale was that Elon Musk has previously stated that prices would be going up. So buy it now is the best option in terms of if you want it, because if you want it later, then it is going to be more expensive. So again, future proofing, it just seemed like the sensible thing to do, and I included it in the purchase with the benefits of the self-summoning, auto parking, self-driving. It's only going to improve with time to a point where you know it is at its optimum. So yeah, we went with the full self-driving package. But why a Tesla? Why didn't I look at other manufacturers and other options? Well, I guess having had the Kona for a while and getting used to the Kona, it's a great car, and I absolutely love it. And I love driving an electric car for all the reasons that most people already have commented on in terms of the acceleration and the environmental and the cost saving, etc. But I find that the Kona is just an adaptation of a standard petrol engine production car. So everything in it is an adaptation of what is already on the production line as a petrol car. And it's always built at a compromise because of that, in both in terms of its design and its engineering. Whereas the Tesla are built from the ground up and designed to be, that product, as it were. So I liked that angle on it, that it is basically tech on wheels. It's a computer on wheels, and it only gets better. So with software upgrades which are sent through to the car, it improves with time. So when you wheel it off the showroom, it's not set in stone as the majority of production cars are now from all of the other manufacturers. There has always been an improved increase in either range or performance or ability within the car. It was also one of the safest cars around in terms of the safety rating. I might be getting a cat on me now. It looks like it's wanting to come up. They have proven technology in their battery. There are many Teslas. Oh, and here's a cat. There are many Teslas that have done 150,000 10,000 miles on the battery with very limited degradation. The go on, off you go. The research and the development into the battery technology is, again, cutting edge. Is the best out there, in my opinion, from the research that I've done looking at all of the other types of configuration that are available. After 150,000 miles, looking at all of the data that the Tesla owners have submitted, there was a 10% reduction in performance, which is effectively 34 mile degradation in range on the 348 WLTP range stated. There's also no service schedules for the car, so you service it when you feel it needs it. The Kona has to go in every 10,000 miles regardless. Again, it's very old school standard manufacturing schedules, and whilst all cars need brake fluid changed every 2 years, and cabin air filter, that's it really on an EV. There's no need to put it through a standard diesel or petrol engine service schedule. So that was another thing that swayed me towards a Tesla. In terms of the actual process, very similar to the Kona actually. It's all done online. Didn't go into the dealer at all, I can obviously only comment on my process. It was very straightforward. I ordered the car online. I paid my £2,000 deposit at the time of order, and when I placed the order, I placed it, as I say, on the 21st of August. It said September delivery time, estimated delivery time is September, so it was like really quick. I was quite surprised. That was basically it. Placed the order, job done. And then the next day, the order appeared in my Tesla app. I've got my app for the Powerwall, so I've already got a Tesla account set up there. And then, I say the next day, my referral code popped into my app, and I could then also manage the order partly by the app, but going onto my Tesla account on the computer to manage it. Then a sort of couple of weeks afterwards, I then had a phone call from the Maidenhead team to confirm the specs and the order, just basically make sure everything was okay, and they ran through that, where I was collecting it from, and if I had any questions, to which I didn't, and so that was all hunky-dory. And then on the 3rd of September, I had another call from the Maidenhead team confirming a delivery date for my car, which was going to be the 26th of September. So that was into them. That wasn't necessarily the day I would be getting it. And they were clear to say that, it's probably going to be a week around that time. So either 26th or a week after into October. Probably said more likely to be the first week in October. So that was my expectations set, and I believe they give everyone the same delivery date, because I was looking on the forums afterwards and loads of people were saying, yeah, I've got my delivery through 26th of September, so obviously they give everyone that date, and then plan out when they can actually do the handovers. And in terms of latest news on that, today is Friday the 17th of September. On Tuesday of this week, the 17th. So let's start that again. So today is the 20th, Friday the 20th of September. And earlier this week on the Tuesday, the 17th, I had an email and a text from Tesla to confirm my collection date and time. And the collection date is the 28th, which is a Saturday, which is absolutely awesome. So really looking forward to that. A week tomorrow, we'll be hopefully collecting our Tesla if all goes well. In terms of the pricing and the online account, I'll bring that up on screen so I can chat you through that. I've got 3 documents basically sitting in my account. The order agreement, i.e. what I've ordered, my booking invoice, and then my final invoice, which shows me the VIN number of the car. So I'll bring all that up on screen and show the final price as well, plus the trade-in price for the car. Initially I said I would trade my car in with them, and they come back to you with a price which you choose to accept or decline. I accepted that, but I'm also looking at trading elsewhere as well. So WeBuyAnyCar.com, etc., those types of people, to see which is the better price for the car. So yeah, that's about it really. So very excited, obviously. Do loads more videos as and when the car arrives. But yeah, that's my update. So any questions, drop them down below in the comments field. Obviously subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, because there'll be loads of Tesla based stuff coming up in the next few weeks and months, and I shall see you on the next one. All right, take care.